All right, Gabbie. Gabbie, where are you from originally? Where did you grow up?
Vegas.
Vegas.
hmm
Tell me about your childhood.
My childhood, for the most part, was good. My mom did her part, but she was a single mother, and I have a lot of siblings. I'm the oldest.
Hmm.
Yeah.
How many siblings?
7.
7.
hmm
It's hard on mom.
Yeah.
Was dad in the picture?
No. And all 6 were by one baby dad, but he decided to. And my mom was young when she had us too. So.
How would you
but
describe your childhood in general?
I would describe it. It was rough, but my mom would never let it show. She knew how to keep up with it and make sure we had everything we needed and
Sounds like you had a good mom.
I did. I would never bash her. We don't get along now, but I would never bash her because she's a great mother.
It's not easy being a mom to 7 kids.
It's not. That's why I could never
Without a dad.
Yeah, I could never be mad at her for the way she was, because at the end of the day she was young when she had me too. So it's she was a kid having kids.
What kind of teenager were you?
I was a bad kid. I was doing bad stuff. I was running the streets, thinking I'm grown, always getting into it with my mom.
What makes a kid behave like that when you're 15, 16, 17?
I mean, I feel like it has something to do with my dad not being in my life.
Right.
I think I just wanted the attention. Also because I was the oldest, so my mom, I had a lot of...
Are you hungry for the attention of a guy?
Yeah, I was.
Is that what draws you to this kind of work?
Yeah, I could say so.
Yeah.
And I just like the fast life, the fast money.
Yeah, it's good to be aware that you're like that at least.
Yeah, I've known.
Instead of just being blind and making the same mistake over and over.
Yeah, that's really bad. People that don't know the reason why they act the way they act, that's not okay.
How old are you now?
22.
22.
Mm-hmm.
Old enough to know better?
Yeah.
But you do it anyway?
Yeah.
The fast money is attractive?
Yes.
I'm sure.
Helps me get by. I like it.
Do you have kids?
No.
No kids?
No kids.
No boyfriend? No nothing like that?
No. No boyfriend. Single.
Are you making good money?
Yeah. I like it. It's really good money.
What kind of club do you work in?
Strip club.
Yeah, no, but totally nude or topless or?
Oh, topless.
Topless.
Mm-hmm.
Drugs are a part of your life or no?
Weed.
Just weed.
Mm-hmm.
Is that necessary for you to
Yes.
work with these guys
yes.
in the club?
I love weed. I can never get over weed. I feel like that's something that, I'll just never get over
Weed
it.
is like a medicine for the whole everybody, right?
It calming.
It seems like so many people I interview are
Weed.
dependent on weed.
No, for real. That's what it is nowadays. I feel like it's always been that way, though. It's just more known now.
Is there a downside to weed?
I feel like it just depends on the person, because weed could take over your life, the way you act towards people. If you don't have it, it can make you spaz out if you're not getting it when you want it,
But being dependent on it and getting it
Mm-hmm.
on a regular basis, daily, right? Is there a downside to that? Is there something that it does to you that is not helping you in the long run?
I guess taking my money away.
Takes your money. Yeah, it's expensive. But
Yeah.
I just wonder if it slows down your emotional development.
It probably does. It probably does.
Because part of growing up is being able to deal with
all your emotions.
Tough situations and all the tough emotions that come up, the anger, the anxiety, the depression, all that stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
I suspect that weed, I've never tried it, but I suspect weed just keeps you from growing up.
That's
keeps you
true.
from being a mature adult.
True. That's very true.
I suspect. I'm not saying that's
I feel like it's true because
not proven.
Majority of people that you do meet that smoke weed are kind of immature. They still have their kid mindset. They still have that.
Yeah, nobody wants to grow up.
Right.
Nobody wants to grow up. We all want to be kids.
I didn't want to grow up, but I'm here now.
Emotionally, what do you go through? Living this, being 22, single, and working in a strip club.
It could be depressing sometimes because, I could be in my head thinking by myself. I have friends, but I don't have friends, Because, you have your people that you be around, and then you have that person that's always been around, Because I have a best friend, and That's really the only person that I could count on or trust.
All you need is one friend, though.
Right.
You don't
That's
need 7
right.
friends. You just need
Right.
one. You just
Because
need one.
I had to go through millions of friends to realize that.
If you have one good one, it's better than having 20 friends.
Right. And that's what I learned because she's been around since watched me go through millions of friends and just tell me like, see, I told you so. I told you so.
And you can trust her?
Yeah. I trust her all the way.
That's great. That's all you need.
Yeah. We both have that same type of trust bond. You know, we trust each other.
Yeah, we're lucky to have that in our lives.
No, yeah, for real.
Do you have dreams? You're still young. Do you have dreams of doing something with your life?
Yeah, I do, actually. I want to be a sonogram tech.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah. I looked into it. It's pretty good money.
Are you doing anything towards that goal?
Yeah, I'm looking into like going into school because, you know, you got to pay to go to school. So like I'm saving up to do that.
Good for you.
Yeah.
That's really great to hear. Instead of just thinking you're going to
right, just go ahead and do it.
be a stripper and be like,
yeah.
I'm gonna get rich doing this.
Oh no, that's never the mindset.
I don't think.
Because I mean, you could, but it might take quite a while.
Well, I think it might take a while, but ultimately, what I see happening, I've done a lot of these kind of talks, is you end up doing more to make more money, and that more that you're doing,
it's kind of taken away.
It makes you drink more. It makes you escape more because what you're doing is stuff with guys that you really would rather not be doing.
Right.
But you're doing it because you want to make that money, and you got 3 kids to support, and you got no help from your baby daddy, and
I know.
And your lifestyle is expensive, or your bills.
Lifestyle is definitely expensive.
Is this an expensive lifestyle?
Yes. California is expensive.
Yes, it is.
Probably like the most expensive place.
If you were doing this in...
Well, I can't say that because Miami is pretty expensive too.
Yeah, but if you were doing this in Alabama...
Oh, well, I mean, that's different.
But even those girls are
making money.
Yeah, but they're spending on drugs.
True.
I used to do Google searches for my own name, and I was always really disturbed what I'd find. Seeing my personal information out there for anyone to grab, it's just uncomfortable. That's why I've started using Aura, the sponsor of today's video. Aura not only shows me which data brokers are peddling my info, but also takes action by sending opt-out requests on my behalf. Data brokers are making a fortune by selling our personal information to anyone willing to pay for it. It's not just harmless information and marketing stuff. They're selling everything from your email, home address, to your health records, even details about your relatives. Cleaning up my digital footprint isn't just avoiding scam emails. It's about protecting myself from potential hackers who could exploit that information and wreak havoc on my life. And recently, AT&T revealed that over 73 million customer records of both existing and former customers were released onto the dark web. They recommend those affected use strong passwords, monitor account activity, and consider credit freezes or fraud alerts from credit bureaus. Well, Aura does all of this for me. And best of all, I don't have to download several different apps just because a company couldn't keep my data secure. If my info was compromised in the AT&T data breach, I wouldn't worry because Aura is always on, always doing the hard work of keeping me safe. From antivirus protection to VPN and password management, Aura's got it all covered. It's like having a digital security guard on duty 24/7. I'm too busy to deal with this stuff, but with Aura, I can go about my day knowing that my privacy is being safeguarded, leaving me free to focus on what really matters. So if you value your privacy as much as I do, go to aura.com/soft white underbelly to start your 14-day free trial. The link is in the video description box below. And now back to the video. Tell me about the tattoo on your chest. I see that tattoo a lot.
This tattoo? I just really think it was very pretty and I felt like it fit me. So I was like...
But it's a king's crown. And it's on the center of your chest. And I've seen that on probably 30 girls.
Really?
Really.
That is crazy.
It's a popular tattoo.
It is. I could say that because I've seen it on a couple girls myself. But I like it. It's very pretty. It was just something that I was like, okay, I have to get it. And then when I was getting it, I was crying.
What does it mean?
It don't really mean nothing to me. I mean, certain people have their own definitions, but me personally, I don't have no.
What is it about getting tattoos that don't really mean anything to you?
They're just cute. I wanted them. Yeah. Most of my tattoos right now are just like, oh, they're cute. I wanted them.
You know what I think is cute?
What?
A girl that has no tattoos and just thinks her skin is beautiful without all the dressing up.
Hey, that's beautiful too.
It is.
Yes.
Because it shows that you love yourself and you believe you're beautiful without all the
ink.
All the extras.
Yeah.
The lashes,
I feel like I'm beautiful without
wigs,
all the extra.
You are beautiful.
Thank you.
But it's easy to fall into a trap where you don't think you're good enough, especially working in a strip club where
Oh, yeah.
you're being judged by every single person in that room.
Oh, yeah. Even the strippers.
Even other girls.
Yep.
Yeah.
Even the other girls.
It's a lot of
and it's so
pressure.
crazy because, like, I don't understand why other girls hate on other girls. Like, we all go through the same thing. So why?
You get more hate from other girls than guys, right?
Yeah, totally.
A lot more.
Totally. And it's more because, like, I'm pretty. So, like.
Yeah, and the prettier you are, the more hate you get.
Yeah, for sure. That's been like that my whole life, though. Like, people be trying to.
If you were unattractive or whatever, I'm not going to use the.
Then I would be like, I wouldn't probably even have.
No one would be threatened by you, and
Nope.
you'd be like, I'm cool with her.
I would be the loner kid. Like,
Everyone would like you.
No, for real.
But because you're a threat to other attractive females, you're going to get crap, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. It was like that in school all the time. They hated on me so bad because their boyfriends liked me or their boyfriends.
In what forms does this hate come from other females?
More so like their boyfriends. Like their boyfriends be, I don't know, like.
What do you mean?
Boyfriends nowadays are not loyal.
So their boyfriends might be flirting with you, and
yes, and then like maybe I didn't know they had a girlfriend, and they were flirting with me on accident.
And the girls start giving you crap,
right? And it's like,
or saying things about you behind your back.
Yeah, like dang, I didn't know. Shit, if he had a girl, why would he be talking to me? That's what I think about. Because when you meet guys, they don't tell you, "Oh, I have a girlfriend." They're not gonna tell you that.
No,
they're not gonna tell you that. But yeah,
that's funny. Now that you're unencumbered, you have no boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like your freedom allows you to do things to push the limits of how much money you can make?
Yeah, totally.
I mean, there's back rooms at these strip clubs.
Yeah.
And if the right guy comes along and says, you want to make an extra $500?
Right. Hey, so be it.
Yeah.
Making good money. But yeah, I feel like without a boyfriend, you really just, all you have to do is take care of yourself and do fun stuff by yourself and not have to pay for like an extra person. Because that's how it's been my whole life. Like majority of the guys I met, I'm the one that's paying for the date,
Really?
Yes, because they be acting like they have money. They really don't. They just like to put on the front nowadays.
A lot of guys are freeloading?
Yeah. Like to leech off of girls.
Really?
Yeah. Most guys do. I mean, I can't say all guys, but most.
You're part African American?
Yes.
And these guys you're talking about are black or white?
Black. Yeah.
Because when you tell me that, I have a hard time believing white dudes are doing that.
Oh no. No, white dudes will give you all their money.
But black dudes are gonna
leech.
Really?
Yes. They will. If they could get any penny out of you, they're gonna get it.
Where's that come from?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
They don't like to work?
Nowadays, like the mindset that these guys have, they want to be pimps. Like they want to be pimps, or they try to act like pimps, or they want to have that type of title, and I just don't know why. Like, why do you guys don't have that type of title? Being a pimp is not something that's fun or cute or okay.
It is in the hood.
Yeah.
It's okay with them.
I know, right? They get cool points.
And even guys that aren't pimps want to pretend like they're pimps.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, why? Like, you don't get no cool points out of like a girl's mindset. If a girl looks at you, you don't get no cool points of being a pimp. They're gonna walk away. They don't want nothing to do with that. I mean, I feel like the smart girls, the ones that are not like desperate for boys, maybe.
It might be okay to have a little bit of that P game, but to actually depend on that?
Yeah, no.
It's just not cool.
Not cool at all.
Yeah.
For all those people out there, that is not cool. Remember that.
I just see it as you're just lazy.
Huh?
I just see it as you're a lazy hustler.
Yes, for sure. That's what they are. They're lazy hustlers, getting
and so
whatever
many girls
they can.
are onto them.
No, for real.
But they still fall for it sometimes.
Yeah, because they think that they're getting taken care of.
Are a lot of girls just lonely and they just want that male companion and they'll put up with his bullshit?
I feel like majority girls that do that is because they probably didn't have a father in their life. Mm-hmm. And that's majority girls. Like, they seek for boy attention. So, like, if they can get that, oh, he's taking care of me type of
I've interviewed pimps I don't remember when saying this recently, but I remember some of my earlier pimp interviews that maybe are on my channel and maybe I never used them, but I remember they all were telling me, you need to find a girl that has daddy issues.
Yeah.
If she doesn't have daddy issues, you can't even deal with her.
You can't, because girls
they're gonna know too much.
without daddy issues, they have a smarter mindset.
They'll know that this is BS.
Yep.
But a girl that didn't have a dad in her life when she was a girl, will fall for this shit.
Fooled easily, for sure. That's why girls really have to stay safe and get more knowledge and background.
That's why dad's got to stay in a young girl's life.
Right? And it sucks because, like, you guys, like, guys lay down with girls and know what it comes with if they ever came down to it, and then they just disappear after they have their babies. It's just like, why? Why even lay down with her? Why even take the chance if you knew you were going to take care of the baby? I feel like it's pretty messed up.
It's such an important thing for a dad to stay in a kid's life.
Literally, because it could do so much damage. Like, I could say that myself, like, growing up. Like, it did so much damage to me.
Did you ever have, like, a male role model around or anybody?
I did. Who'd
you have?
My stepdad, he actually passed away.
That's good.
Yeah.
Your stepdad can teach you everything that...
And I really loved him so much because he did so much for me that he did not have to. Like, it's crazy. I remember one time my dad, like, he was in and out of our lives in the beginning. And when my stepdad was around, my dad wanted to act crazy and, why are you around my kids? And why are you... Blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, dude, he's doing more than you. Why do you care? Why do you care? You're not taking care of us. He is. So when he passed away, it was, like, heartbreaking.
He was more of a dad to you than your dad or anybody else, right?
Yes. I miss him so much because, man, he was such a great father to me.
That's great.
Yeah. But, yeah.
It's nice when a stepdad can step in and do
and it's like, you don't have to.
Do the job.
He doesn't have to, but he did. So that just shows even more what type of guy he is. A giver.
Yeah, there are great guys out there.
There is. He loved my mom a lot, too. He showed it.
It always kills me when I interview a female, especially a sex worker, and she's just saying, guys are this way. And it's like saying women are this way. Women are not.
For real. You can't be so, like, what is the word for it? Like, you can't be, is it biased?
Well, just like...
What is the word?
Just seeing all people as bad or all people as a certain way. And that's not true because there are good and bad. And
you have to have an open mind, I should say,
yeah,
when it comes to people.
Absolutely.
Because everybody's not the same. They could be, majority
No, but if you work in the streets or a club or whatever,
yeah,
you're seeing a lot of dudes that are just of a certain ilk.
Yeah.
You know, there's just going to be a certain type of guy that comes into a strip club.
Yeah. I hate aggressive guys.
Like all these strippers that I interview, like, I haven't set foot in a strip club in a long time. Can't remember the last time I went into a strip club. So what I'm doing is paying somebody to go into a strip club and find those girls because I don't want to go into the club.
Right.
I pay him a lot of money to go to a strip club, find me. He knows what kind of girls are interesting and are good conversationalists and so on. I tell him what to look for, and he'll
go out and bring them back.
He brought me Gabbie.
Yep.
And a lot of other interesting girls lately. So. Because I just find that lifestyle so just unbearable. I can't even be around it. But I find the people that are involved in it, especially the tricks that are on Figueroa Street, are some of my favorite interviews.
Really?
Oh, they're so good. They're so interesting. Because as a friend of mine, a very good friend of mine says, they're the lifeblood of this whole lifestyle.
They are.
If there were no tricks, if there were no dudes that spend money on strippers or whatever you want to call them, they're not tricks, but guys that go to strip clubs or tricks that go to prostitutes. Without them, there
wouldn't be no lifestyle.
There is
like
no hustle.
This.
There is no.
Yeah. There's definitely no hustle,
shit.
No bag to chase, because where are you getting the money from?
Yeah. Yeah,
I could say that. Definitely have to depend on.
What do you look for in a guy in a strip club?
I look for not too aggressive. I look for the more nicer and, like, lenient guy that just wants to have a dance, have a good time, and leave. Because some guys could get aggressive because they're drunk or. Yeah. And it's just like, ugh, no.
You develop all kinds of people skills by doing this work because. Yes. One guy's going to be aggressive and assertive and really kind of domineering.
And then you have to deal with it the right way too. You have to know how to deal with it.
You need to know how to deal with a domineering guy, but then you also will find a shy guy who's just kind of
nice,
very passive. And then the next guy is somewhere in the middle, and there's all kinds.
That's why it's better off to just work in a club. I don't see why people go out and risk their lives on the street. You could go be safe in a club.
Much safer in a strip club, right?
Yes, for sure.
Have you considered doing like OnlyFans or things like that?
Yeah, I have. I just like don't know how to go about it because like I don't know how OnlyFans works.
If you knew how to do it, would you do it?
Yeah, for
you
sure.
Would.
Yeah, I've thought about it plenty of times.
Is there a downside, do you think, to that?
No.
No?
Because I feel like OnlyFans is OnlyFans. Like,
yeah, but you're going to be on the internet for the rest of your life.
I know.
You're going to be 90 years old one day, and there'll be pictures.
Hey, was that you on OnlyFans?
There'll be pictures of Gabbie with her ankles behind her ears.
No, that's so crazy. No, but I've thought about it. I'm a procrastinator. Like I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this. Then I procrastinate.
But you have to understand that everything you do, there's a price you pay for it.
Yep.
Everything. You can't just like, oh, I'm just going to do OnlyFans for a while and make some bank. It's not going to be like that. Nope. You're going to work your ass off. You're going to work harder at OnlyFans or stripping or work in the streets or whatever.
It's like the same thing as YouTube. You have to put in work to get your followers. You have to put in work.
Oh, fuck yeah.
To get your subscribers
your likes. I used to do advertising. I worked my ass off. I thought doing that. I work harder doing this.
Right.
Than anything I've ever done. This is a full-time job times 3. I've been up since 4 a.m. working nonstop. Came in here to do this, and I'm going to go back to work, and I'm going to do it again until I pass out. And that's what I did yesterday, and I'll probably do it again tomorrow, and I do it almost every day of the year.
True hustler.
Yeah, I'm a hustler.
True hustler.
I'm a hustler like you are.
Yep. That's why I like people like us. We are focused on our bag. I mean, I feel like majority of people, that's really what you have to worry about. Because if you don't have one, then what are you going to be in life? Like, life comes with.
I want to be pimp.
Right? I want to be pimp, yes.
Do you ever take the guys in the strip club seriously?
No.
There's not a single guy that could come to you and you'd be like, oh, this guy's really nice, or he's really sweet, or he's...
Yeah, I mean, I have.
You have?
Yeah. I'd be like, okay, he's nice, huh? Like, some guys might just want to just have a conversation with you. Just want to get to know you.
But the fact that he's in a strip club doesn't already make him a guy that you can't take seriously?
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
But he can overcome that or no?
I mean, he would have to put in a lot of work to overcome that. Because you really had to prove a lot to me. You're in a strip club right now.
You've already got that big L on your forehead.
Right? You walked in here throwing money. What does that say for you?
Guys like to think they're players when they go into a strip club. Dude, you're a loser.
Think they just the big ballers of the year.
Yeah.
No. No. I mean, some of them are the rappers.
Yeah.
The rappers are the big ballers.
You get some of those coming in from time to time?
Pretty cool. But some of them be weird. Like, they like
But do you understand that those kind of guys are trouble, or do you...
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But you want to make some money, and they're an opportunity to do that.
They're definitely trouble, because I feel like rappers have this mindset of, like, we could treat bitches however the fuck we want, because we could get them because we got the money. That's how they...
But what kind of propositions do you get?
What do you mean by that?
Like, the guys come in and they want to take you home, or they want to take you...
Oh, I will never go home with nobody.
But do you get offered that?
Yeah, I do. They be like, I'll throw you extra money just to come home with me. Nope. Not doing it. I don't know what you could do to me at your house.
You don't?
Right. I would never take that risk.
What's the scariest thing you've been involved in?
A guy trying to rob me. Yeah.
Like leaving the club at night at whatever hour in the morning, 3 or 4 in the morning, right? What kind of things do you get? It's
pretty scary. That's why you have to always watch like your surroundings and what's going on around you.
I had one girl I just interviewed recently who told me that she had like a guy that she paid who just, I think he followed her home.
What?
No, she paid him to follow her home. She trusted him. And he had to step in once or twice to protect her from guys that were following her.
Oh, wow.
Stalkers, basically.
Oh, wow.
So he was there to make sure that never happened. And he actually...
That's good. I love people that are like protective over women for just because they're kindness of their heart. Like that says the type of man you are. Like you take care of your women, that's good.
And he didn't want anything for it other than just the money that is worth the protection that he's providing.
Yeah. And that's good. Like, that just shows, like I said, what type of person you are.
Yeah.
The kindness of your heart. Because honestly, he didn't have to do that. But out of the kindness of his heart, he did.
Yeah. Are you happy in general?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
You're a happy person.
Yeah. I'm a very, like, nice, giggly, jokey person.
Yeah, you seem to be.
Yeah, I am. People love my vibe. Like, anytime I meet new people, they just, let's hang out again. Like, let's go do this. Let's go do that. Like, oh, my God. Like, I love you. You're, like, the best friend ever.
Yeah, you seem very likable.
Yeah, I'm very likable. Like, I get that a lot. And that's another reason why people don't like me. Because I attract a lot of people.
That's fucked up.
So they be like, oh, this bitch getting all this attention.
Oh, like, shit, she's nice.
Right. Like, oh, shit, she's not really rude. Like, 'cause, you know, off the internet or, like, off just my looks, people could be like, oh, she looks rude, or, oh, she looks stuck up. But in reality, like, you won't know until you meet me. And that's just how it goes for anybody. Like, you have to get to know somebody before you judge them. And that's how I am. I don't judge people off the way they look. I would like to get to know them first.
Is it hard working in a strip club where some guys might like thicker girls or might like blondes or...
I mean, I don't have a problem.
Or whatever. You know, it's like, so you're going to get, you know, some guys like tall, skinny girls. Mm-hmm. But there are guys that want something totally different.
Right.
You just have to understand that guys like what they like, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I can never get jealous because it's like, go, girl, you go. I'm going to support the girls, always.
For every girl, there's a guy.
Yeah.
And somebody's going to think you're the cat's meow.
Yeah. I get a lot of comments like, you're so beautiful. Like, why do you work here? And stuff like that. I'm just be like, it's good money, man. It's good money. They'd be like, you should not be here. I'm like,
What do you think you'll be doing in 10 years?
I want to be successful in life. I want to have my own clothing brand going by then. Obviously, I want to be a sonogram tech still. Mm-hmm. I do hair, too. I'm a hairstylist. And I'm very good at it. I do, like, any type of hairstyle people be called, name it, I can do it.
This is your natural hair?
Yes.
But you told me you wear wigs a lot.
Yeah.
Why do you wear wigs?
I just don't like doing my hair.
Your hair is beautiful.
I don't like doing my hair. It's like too much. It's too thick. Like, I just recently cut it because it was so dead. But it's just too much sometimes to handle. So it's like, okay, just braid it down, put it over the wig, style the wig. And, like, the wigs look good. So I like them.
What do you look for in a guy if you were serious about a relationship, which you may not be at this point in your life?
I just wanted a genuine person that just, like, loved me for me. I feel like guys go into relationships looking for the opposite. They look for, like, what they could get out of somebody, or, I don't know, just the fun time. Like, they don't really look into, like, oh, I want to love this girl. I want to, like, show this girl that, like, I really care about her and stuff like that. Like, their personality matters a lot to me, too. Because, like, if you're just a rude, scummy person, I don't want to be around you because that energy is going to rub off on me. Mm-hmm. I want to have a good person in my life that uplifted me, telling me, like, what I'm doing in life is good and supporting me, you know?
Is a guy who is an honest, hardworking man that is maybe a good provider for the woman in his life? Is that important to you, or do you look for that? Or
yes, that's very important to me because it's like, okay, well, if you care and you care enough and to show me too, it's like, okay, I see what type of person you are. Having
that stepdad that you did may help you in ways you don't even realize yet.
Yeah, it did. When he was around, it did. It actually eased my mind a little bit more because I always had to grow up fast. Like, I'm the oldest. I had to help my mom take care of the kids. When she needed help babysitting, I had to be right there to help.
Is it harder being the oldest?
I feel like every oldest is the hardest because you always get that dependent, especially if you have a mom and a dad, like.
It's hard on the front end.
Yeah.
But then it's easier on the back end when you've already grown up a little bit and you realize, oh, that quick growing up I had to do has made my life easier now because I knew what I had to deal with. Whereas the youngest is still struggling because they never really grew up.
Right. Because they always had the support. As in an older person.
They were babied a little bit.
Yeah. As in an older person, you don't get babied. You get the straightforward truth.
You're thrown in the blender and you got to figure it out.
Thrown to the wolves.
Yeah.
And it was like, damn, now I got to figure out this life on my own. But shit, I did. I still am. Still living.
Is working at a strip club, you're basically a sex object. Is that difficult for you?
No.
You're used to guys seeing you a certain way, perhaps?
Yeah. I feel like even if I'm like walking around, like that's just what men always do. They just look like, oh, she's cute. What could I do with her? You know? I feel like that's always been a man's mindset when they look at.
But then do you feel like those guys are just not really serious?
Yeah. Those guys are just, they're immature. Because that's all they're looking for is what can they do with her, you know? They're not looking for, oh, what type of girl is she?
I mean,
like, what does she like?
Sometimes I'm amazed that guys are so stupid to think that, oh, if I come at a girl this way, I'm gonna have a chance with them, which maybe you might with a certain type of female.
Right.
But maybe just people want these superficial relationships and they don't really care, and they just go through life that way.
Mm-hmm. I guess it really just depends on the person.
Yeah.
For sure.
Gabbie, what would you say is the most important lesson you've learned in your life?
Not to trust everybody. Not to trust everybody.
How many times have I heard that?
Not to trust everybody. I mean, like every time, I'm a very giving person. I give a lot to anybody that comes in my life because I know what I've been through and I wouldn't want nobody to go through it. So it's like, if you need it, I got it. And that mindset and that mentality got me nowhere when it comes to people. It literally doesn't get you nowhere. So that's why you just really got to stay to yourself. Don't, like, give people your all. Because in the end of it, they can always just turn around and be like, fuck you. And they don't care what you did for them. They're just going to throw it in your face. Walk away proud, happy, go on about their life. It's like, damn, that's how you really feel? That's how you really feel? Okay. Then I just move on. It is what it is. I know in the back of my mind I helped you out. So it is what it is. People are very grimy nowadays.
All right, Gabbie, thank you so much for sharing your story.
Yep.
Wish you lots of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.